Greetings, everybody. Welcome, and just enjoy this, as this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful game. Lobber is a very strong Protoss player that I've seen playing a few games, though it's been a while. The thing is, though, he's going up against vileSpanishiwa. vileSpanishiwa is a really, really crazy Zerg player with some amazing new style that's actually revolutionizing ZV everything. I think it's definitely one of the first times in the history of StarCraft 2 that we've actually seen, hey, here's a build. It works against every single one of the races. Well, at the very least, besides a 4-gate. 4-gate doesn't even count in that respect. But Lobber, we'll see if he's going to try and do that. It would kind of be foolish, though, because of the fact that Spanishiwa's build that involves spine crawlers and queens and so many interesting aspects that are really unique to him, but he is starting to actually popularize it among the other players. It is very easy to defend a 4-gate just with even without the speed from the links, because of the fact that he likes to get his gas so far later in the game than he normally would. Generally, I've seen him get gas as late as 40, 50 food, and it actually it pays off for him. He really makes it work, and it's all obviously just an amazing privilege to watch him play. We're going to go ahead and see him probably throw down the spawning pool first, as there is a probe inside his base just waiting to go ahead and block off a hatchery. So definitely be expecting that from Spanishiwa. It's just a matter of when he does. It's going to be 14, or he's going to try and go and get the hatch anyway. Looks like he's going to try and get the hatch, sending down 2 drones, possibly one to scout, but really he's just going to want to get this natural expansion. Going to try and kill off the probe from Lobber, and there it is. Okay, will Lobber actually throw down a pylon? It's going to be the question. But with this micro of both these guys, and there is Spanishiwa has the money, and there is the hatchery going down. Hatch first does go down successfully for Spanishiwa. Probably going to throw down his spawning pool quite next. Now we're going to go ahead and look at what Lobber is doing after that little bit of expansion, because of the fact that, is he going for a Nexus? Yes! We're seeing a 15 next set of Lobber. That is so cool. So Lobber trying to go for an incredible economy, throwing down his Nexus, not that far after Spanishiwa. Looks like he's going to go ahead and try and do a blind counter to the Spanishiwa build. Because Spanishiwa likes to be very passive, it is definitely tempting to go for a greedy economy build like this. We'll see if Spanishiwa is going to try and punish him for it, because he could just go ahead and produce a ton of links, though without speed it's going to be a little bit tricky to see if he can actually do the damage against Lobber that would he would actually really like to do. Crippling him would be a great move, but the problem is if Lobber can get a wall, looks like he can go ahead and do this. This is generally a build that you see on maps like Shakur's Plateau or some others, but cannon rush is going to be happening. Oh, Lobber is going to go ahead and start cannon rushing Spanishiwa. This could really be a vulnerability if this doesn't pay off. Spanishiwa has got to scout this. His Overlord is going in the wrong way, but this drone, what is this drone doing? It's coming down here. He's going to try and get a fast third. Spanishiwa could go ahead and sacrifice this natural expansion if he doesn't see this thing. But the first cannon goes down. Spanishiwa does not know that this is happening. He doesn't have an Overlord over here to actually scout this base, but this is, oh god, I really don't want Lobber to win like this. This is really depressing to see. The Nexus does now finish for Lobber. Spanishiwa does have his cannon, this Overlord down here, but not going to see any cannons, because of the fact that the cannon's down here at Spanishiwa's natural expansion, and Spanishiwa's going to go ahead and there is, seeing the cannon being thrown down, he's got to be feeling really bad. Both these cannons should be within range of this hatchery, and this Link's going to try and push an attack, but it's going to go ahead and actually lose its life. Ooh, Spanishiwa needs to throw down spine crawlers, try and get this defense happening, and there is 2 spine crawlers going to try and complete in time for the photon cannon. But if you look at the build times of the cannon, the spine crawler, cannons build faster than spine crawlers. So these guys are going to get a lot of hits. Spanishiwa is going to go ahead and get some more queens to try and transfuse, etc. But the fact that this base is coming up means that Spanishiwa could be actually she could actually might not die from this, and the fact that he's going to have this base to fall back to. The only issue is if Lobber realizes this and throws down some cannons down here and leapfrog cannons into that base as well. This hatchery looks like it will go down. Spanishiwa is actually not even producing Zerglings, he's just producing drones. Probably going to try and, looks like he's mining from this as long as he possibly can, but no, this drone needs to go away, otherwise it's going to fall. Spanishiwa needs to actually reset that rally point if he wants to be able to actually deal with this. And Spanishiwa is sending out his drones. Is he going to go do a drone rush? I doubt it's going to work, because the fact that they could just be going down here to try and mine from this base. Definitely be a smart move from him. But Lobber has got this cannon in a great position. Another cannon down here going to protect him from any links that run by, especially with the fact they're going to be slow links. And another base. Spanishiwa is going 4 hatches. Well, really 3 now. This one died. But spawning crawlers are now going to go ahead and just poke to death this photon cannon before it kills off that. Yes, that spawning crawler is going to be able to be able to survive. StarLeague is now actually going to be able to this. Will Lobber actually target down this spine card? It looks like he won't. But the Queen's taking hits to get this cannon down. There it is, a transfuse. Great transfuses. There's not enough energy to get another one off, but the Queens are taking the hits from that cannon, and this spine card still manages to survive. So StarLeague is going to have 3 bases to Lobber's 2. Lobber is actually behind the food count after all. StarLeague is at 44 food. He's now getting down his extractors. Yep, every single extractor, all 4 of them, going to be able to get his lair before his metabolic boost, which is just so crazy to see. Lobber's really trying to turtle up, and you can see that StarLeague is up 35 to 29 in the worker count. He's definitely stabilizing. He actually never looked unstable. Like, it was kind of a threat to have this down here, but there's just no damage that was really taken. He lost a hat-trick, but he has, 2 more instead, so that's definitely okay. Alright, so now Lobber is going to go ahead and transition into some more gateway play. Is there a cybernetics core is on the field, but I don't see any tech being used from a cybernetics core. Just the actually, just really nothing. There's no Stargate. There's no Robo. It doesn't even seem like he's even getting Warp Gate. Nope, he does have Warp Gate already, so I just completely missed that. So we're going to go ahead and pretend that did not happen. This single Ling is going to go ahead and take down this pylon. Does Lobber know about this base? He actually is going to find out now. Now that he has this Zerg go in and probably lose his life to his Queen and a few drones, waiting for this. But he's actually going to see the lair morphing at StarLeague's second base, really. And to go ahead and actually try and snipe off a drone. He actually does successfully do that. So that's definitely good. And StarLeague actually got Lings running the wrong way to deal with the fact that this Zerg is in there taking out a few units. So we have double upgrades happening for the Zerglings going in, but no metabolic boost quite yet. He does actually have the money to get that metabolic boost if he wants to. Just kind of waiting for him to decide whether he would like to do so. Looking back here, Lobber doesn't have his 3rd and 4th gases yet, just with the first 2, throwing down a bunch of pylons as he's actually supply blocked right now. But I'm kind of wondering the fact that he doesn't have any form of tech, no Stargates or anything. Now, Postal Stick is actually just going ahead and throwing down a period, and StarLeague should probably start mining from his base. You can see in the income that he is behind in the fact that Lobber has managed to get out more workers since this since all that aggression happened. So StarLeague is going to have to do some pressure if he wants to actually get back in the game economically, or just go ahead and produce as many drones as he can. And he's continuing to get 20 Zerglings. Oh my god. This is really, really interesting. The fact that he's getting those 20 Zerglings could mean a lot of pressure. The thing is, Lobber has all 4 of these cannons still up. Alright, so Lobber is going to have to deal with it getting completely scouted by the fact that this Overseer just ran in the base and saw every single one of those buildings, even this Twilight Council. It looks like Lobber is actually going to go for Blink. Lobber is going to go for a Blink Stalker play. Hopefully StarLeague is going to go ahead and realize this, so he's got to be aware of the fact that it could also be, a lot of Zealots, very, very many Zealots. All the +1 attack upgrade going to be very great against all of the Zerglings that are out for StarLeague. The +1 carapace is not done yet, so this is actually a huge weakness, and sniping off the sentry. That is a really, really good move. Going to help a lot of the micro that StarLeague could actually hope to do. And he's got his Queen in a great position, but he's going to have to be careful. It looks like he's going to go ahead and just retreat with all those drones, and this lair could easily get sniped. StarLeague is going to go ahead and try and start the lair tech that he wants. Burrow is down, as well as Pathogen Glands. Infestation Pit is going to try and needs to make this finish, but if that gets sniped, that'll be a huge, huge blow. This carapace upgrade has got to finish before StarLeague engages. There it is, has completed. StarLeague can go ahead and move in, and Banelings are on the field. They're going to be able to get full surround on all those Zealots, and they are going to go down. Oh, those Zealots have gone down, but so did the lair. StarLeague might want to get that back up at one of his other bases. He still has this base and this base. Does Lobber know about that? Lobber has no idea about that base over there, so he's got to be feeling better than he actually is. StarLeague was managing to stay ahead in the food count, and he's even working on getting the destructive rocks down here, as these Lings do have the +1/+1 with speed halfway done. So speedlings are going to be out. Once they happen, that could be a lot of harassment happening down here. But Lobber is going to run around down here. I'm surprised he hasn't actually blocked this off with some pylons. Instead, he's going to try and work on getting out his 3rd base. This Ling is here. And looking down this base, oh my god, Templar Archives is getting Psystorm out. So Lobber's going strictly, and oh wow, StarLeague going to go ahead and contaminate the Psystorm. Oh, if that was being chrono boosted, that would just be a beautiful move. It already is a beautiful move, delaying that Templar Archives Psystorm research. Such a solid thing to do. So StarLeague is continuing to get some more of these Banelings. Could be seeing some drop. Once he gets another lair, he needs to get that Vengeful Sax. He has the pneumatized carapace for his Overlords and his Overseers. I mean, you have a ton of energy on these queens. I don't think the centrifugal hooks was actually able to be completed. Nope, these guys do not have centrifugal hooks. It is not researching as well. But Archons is a very smart choice from Lobber. They take a ton of damage to actually be able to kill. And we do have this Ling go ahead and actually seeing this nexus happening. Popsicle Stick has left the game. That is rather unfortunate. Archon is got splash damage. Plus, with this upgrade, it one-shots Zerglings no matter what. Zerglings died at one hit with the fact that this is 39 damage to the 35 health of those Lings. More Zealots are going to run in and try and take down the Queen. vileSpanishiwa going to burrow the Queen, going to allow immediate surround of those. Oh, wow, that goes down. The Zealot does go down. vileSpanishiwa keeping his Queen alive. Gold is now up. Going to be needs to get some drones down there to saturate it. We can see the income is actually in favor of Lobber. He's been able to probe up a lot. So Lobber is trying to play as economically as he can. Knows that he couldn't really do much in the early game besides that cannon rush. So therefore, he's going to try and just get up as much in macro as he can. With these Banelings, oh my god, those are Banelings. vileSpanishiwa is waiting to go ahead and just destroy this mineral line, and it's gonna be happening once all these probes go. Oh my god, vileSpanishiwa, please tell me you're paying attention to this. vileSpanishiwa, yes. vileSpanishiwa, oh my god. If those can just explode, that'd be amazing, but he's going to have to deal with this massive attack. Infestors are out, but there's a lot of Zealots and Archons happening. But where's the explosion of the Banelings? The problem is that these Archons are going to be so good. You can see the drone count is falling even more for vileSpanishiwa. He's actually not looking so good anymore. Lobber's got the perfect army composition, knows that it's, one... Okay, so this is actually looking bad as Lobber. This is actually gameplay is looking so solid with these Archons getting so many kills. Did we see an explosion? Yes, there was an explosion from the Banelings down there, killing off everything. But vileSpanishiwa, this is so sad. See, the gold is up. He needs to get spawn cars or something to try and deal with this, but he is really hard pressed to really make this effective. Now, Lobber is going to go ahead and actually looks like to retreat after killing off that base. Roaches on the field for vileSpanishiwa is really what he needs. Doesn't seem like he has Gleal yet. He does not have Gleal. It isn't on the way. It is about to finish. There we go. About to finish. Roach speed is definitely going to be what he needs. The problem is that Lobber is very far ahead at the moment. We look at vileSpanishiwa is about to be back on the 4 bases once this base, as what should be his natural expansion, completes. But the issue is the fact that he's only now getting another lair. I think he's had a couple lairs sniped in this game. That's just really sad. Burrow's going to allow the Roaches to heal back to full health immediately, but Lobber's getting Immortals. He's forced a lot of Roaches, and now he's going to go ahead and get Immortals with producing from a double Robo. We do see that double Robo is right here next to Templar Archives. Doesn't seem to actually using High Templar. It's just strictly Immortal Zealot Archon. Some Stalkers are in the mix as well, but really we are seeing all these guys getting clipped, and that's really going to be bad as they will die to these units coming in. Will he actually burrow? That'd be a smart move, but nope, he's going to do absolutely nothing. There it is. There's the burrow. Is there an observer going to come over to get the scouting? Doesn't seem so. Oh well, but now vileSpanishiwa is going to go ahead and have this full gold saturation. We're seeing that he is definitely behind in the drone count and the food count as well. The army counts are starting to differentiate as Lobber's going up to 163. vileSpanishiwa's only at 120. 45 food is a very high food count deficit to try and come back from. This Roach is still alive. I'm going to go ahead and start regenerating its health as it burrows. It's got 1 kill, and that was a probe, so that's definitely a smart move. But vileSpanishiwa going ahead and use it some more. Kind of expecting that, but still, Lobber can do a huge push right now, and it'll be very hard for vileSpanishiwa to deal with this. Plus, if this hatchery gets attacked, it'll be a perfect timing for Lobber, though he might just go ahead and wait for some drones to be transferred. Ling is at the watchtower, seeing this entire army from Lobber. All of these Stalkers are going to go ahead and start working on getting the gold. And there's Immortals just, oh god, they destroy the rocks so quickly. Just Immortal DPS is insane. And to have 6 of them in this entire army, that's incredibly powerful. Funnily enough, Lobber does not have charge. He's choosing not to get charged. He does have that, whoa, look at that. Double row getting contaminated. That's unfortunate. But he has his council. Why isn't he getting charged? He's got so Zealot heavy. Why no Blink? He's got a bunch of Stalkers as well. His gateway heavy army could really benefit from having charge and Blink in the mix. Alright, so now it looks like there's 2 observers in the mix and allow for a lot of damage to be done. No burrow shenanigans, but vileSpanishiwa's got to hit this army with some fungal growths. But feedback with a Templar, very nice. But 1 fungal growth did get put down there. But there's a huge storm hitting a bunch of Banelings. That is going to be really bad. There's going to be some neural parasiting on the Mortals. That's such a smart move. Every single Mortal's neural parasiting, going to get so much damage going against Lobber. vileSpanishiwa, beautiful play with getting those. Oh my god, and there's more neural parasite. And now now he's actually attacking the Immortals with the Immortals of, oh, whoa, oh my god, StarLeague, beautiful play. The problem is that there are some more Templar. I'm going to go ahead and start feedbacking those Infestors. Oh my god, StarLeague, beautiful Infestor play. That was amazing. Lobber now is being forced to get a ton of Archons after doing all of that feedbacking and side storming, but that was so key by StarLeague. He's now evened up the food count once more, although just as I say that, Lobber goes ahead and gets some more, but he's got this gold along the way. This is intense. StarLeague is trying to make a full use of every single one of his units. He's got a lead in the food count in terms of units, because the army count is differential between the workers and everything. The problem is Lobber has a great army composition. No force shields though. Oh, a couple of force shields and he could just wreck StarLeague's army. He's using the gas for the Templar instead, and here we have a ton of Zealots being made. Looking back here, Force is actually getting the +3 weapons upgrade. That is huge. Ton of DPS. I do not think that StarLeague can deal with that, because the fact that he doesn't have a hive quite yet, though it is researching. The hive's on the way. He has to get that +3 carapace. Otherwise, these Zealots are going to destroy Zerglings so easily. 2 hits because of that differential between the +3 attack and the +2 carapace. That just means that there's 18 damage per hit by the Zealot, which definitely 2-shot Zerglings. That's something to note about the game. True in StarCraft 1 as well as StarCraft 2. Alright, so now it looks like Lobber's going to go ahead and move out with 4 Zealots to try and hit this base down here. StarLeague is really going to be hard-pressed to get some heavy hitters into this base. Lobber's being so effective with his army. We need to see some fungal growths. We need to see some more of those great neural parasites. But now we have StarLeague going to lose some drones that he can't afford to lose. And the Queen goes down with so much energy. And that hatchery just fell so quickly. Oh my god. A gold gets lost for StarLeague. However, he does have mining base, sort of mining base, and soon to be mining base. Oh, and look at this. Wow, Lobber just does not want to lose at all. He's just going to try and stabilize and just make sure that he can macro up as much as he can and be safe to whatever counterattacks StarLeague may want to do. Those cannons do well against Lings unless they get surrounded. That's the only time that the cannons lose really to Lings. We have some more harassment coming down with these roaches, and they're going to go ahead and actually start getting killed because of the Immortals. That is, the Immortals allowing them to get the Observers allowing the Immortals to see them. But here we have this huge counterattack coming from StarLeague. He's going to completely surround all of those Zealots, and they go down. Great surround on all of those cannons. Going to go ahead, but they did a great job of delaying the army. Now Lobber has his reinforcements in here. We have all these Archons getting neural parasite. Going to go ahead and deal damage. Banelings on those Zealots. The problem is that more Infestors. Oh my god, there's no problem at all. There's all these neural parasites. Why worry when you just have the entire Protoss army fighting for you? The only issue is that StarLeague is going to have to deal with these Immortals that are still alive. Roaches take so many hits, and there's 3 Immortals. They have 4 Immortals. The top 3 do not have shields, though. There's those that are taken out. That'll be a big deal. The problem is that StarLeague just does not seem to have the numbers to deal with its economies and damage so greatly that Lobber is looking very solid. The moral count is just going ahead and starting to decrease. The thing is fungal growth, great fungal growth, but look at this, the Infestors are armored. They take extra hits from the Immortals as well. They are taking a lot of damage. The problem is that reinforcements are coming in from Lobber at a great time to actually try and just deal so much damage as he can. He's forcing StarLeague to continue building units. So StarLeague is really getting put on the back foot. 99 food to 145 of Lobber. Lobber is just doing so much damage, taking down everything that he can. So much damage. This base has been out for StarLeague for a while. He just hasn't been able to use it, hasn't been able to saturate it at all. Lobber's Archon is just trying to sit there and do nothing, and there's a Stalker down there as well. The gold is still up for him. Looks like he took a lot of hits on it, but the problem is it didn't go down. StarLeague just has not been able to deny anything from Lobber. Lobber's done all the denying, controlling the game. Even with that so well handled cannon rush, he is just destroying StarLeague. We have 5 Archons. That just takes so much damage to really be able to try and have a hope of killing. But the High Templar could actually get killed by the Broodlings. The Broodlings killed the High Templar. Oh, wow. StarLeague gets a great Broodling attack after that. He's trying to get his gold back up once more. Let's look at the income for a second. We are seeing that is definitely in favor. 83 probes are out for Lobber. Oh, that is just insane. The income is definitely going to favor him. He can just keep sacrificing his army, rebuilding with cheap units, just get a bunch of Zealots, get a bunch of Archons. This combination of units is so deadly. StarLeague just may want. Actually, he's not going to go ahead and cancel. It looks like Lobber is going to go ahead and move in with a bunch of nice feedback. That's just a great feedback against those Infestors. He's doing so well against StarLeague, and there he is. Did not get canceled either. StarLeague, he needed that money too. He is so broke. He does 3 evolution chambers. He does have 3 evolution. He has 3 evolution chambers on the field. However, I don't know if he's really been able to use them, as he's just at the +2 carapace. His Lings are at 2-2, so again, very susceptible to those Zealots. Still curious as to why there's no charge left, but there is Blink finally being researched by Lobber. He's playing very solid. The issue is the fact that StarLeague needs to get expansion, needs economy. He's trying to get this expansion on the right, but again, he is behind. Lobber, he's just completely overly saturated gold base down here. He's getting a bunch of Templar. He's getting even more Templar. Those are all Templar he's morphing. That's so many Sidestorms and feedback, so he's actually choosing to get Archons instead. So this mix from him is very economically focused in the fact that he can just spend all his gas on Templar, all of his minerals on the Zealots, and just mix in Stalkers and Immortals to the ratio that he would actually really like. We have a huge amount of Baneling bombs down here. That's really not going to go well, is the fact that Lobber has these observers on the field. Unless these Zealots decide to walk over it, StarLeague is not going to be able to use those Baneling bombs to any form of effectiveness. StarLeague going ahead and lose another of those Overlords. He is going to have a little bit of an issue in the fact that this army is kind of going on for the kill. StarLeague has now unburrowed all those Banelings. Does he have Banelings? No, he doesn't have Centrifugal Hooks. No Baneling speed is on the field. All these Lings getting Side-Stormed. All the hell. Oh my god. So many kills on those Templar. That is insane. 20 kills on this Templar. All of those Lings and Banelings. That is huge. StarLeague cannot take those storms. This is a beautiful army composition coming from Lobber, and it looks like he's actually doing a great job of just controlling StarLeague. This goal is about to finish. StarLeague is not using these left and right bases, which is, he's got to get those mining. He's using all of his drones down here at his natural and his third base, but in all honesty, he's got to get something else going. He's so far behind. We even have Lobber actually going for some Colossi tech now. The first Colossus is on the way. Lobber has only 2 Immortals, switching to Colossus, but they're trying to be some fanciness with the yep, that goes down. So unfortunately, but more Sidestorm on the Roaches, or else he actually sniped off the gold Nexus. That's all he wanted to do, and actually have the Broodlings completely surrounding that Archon. It does go down. I have to note that StarLeague has done a really great job with his Broodlings in this game, but no Sidestorm over all of those Lings. So many go down. That is really bad. 9 kills on this Templar, and drones get taken out. StarLeague, he is getting control. This is really unfortunate. Evolution Chamber still not being able to be used, and look, Lobber has the +3 attack. He has the +3 attack. His Zealots will just wreck any form of Actually, there are no Zealots left in this mix. It looks like they all got taken out by the Banelings. StarLeague is going to go ahead and just lose all of these Lings to the Archons, though. Blinking on this one Stalker, going ahead and see Parent Attack is having. StarLeague has a lot of Infestors, 9 Infestors. Great for delaying, but I don't know if he's actually going to be able to do this to this army, as there are all of these feedbacking Templar that can easily hit these bases down here. And there he's doing exactly that. The Templar is going ahead and actually get... that's so unfortunate. He doesn't even have the capability to do any more Sidestorms. He's trying to Sidestorm Lobber, but that Templar does not have enough energy, which is very, very sad to see. But a lot of Blink Stalkers are on the field now with Archon support, as well as Templars and Colossi, Immortals. This is a very hard army to stop, very hard ground army to stop. Colossus is now joining the fray, so multiple Colossi on the field now. More Infestors. StarLeague is trying to use Infestors and Roaches to really try and get Lobber to just make a mistake with his army. With the right mistakes, if he Neural Parasite the Colossus, get some Fungal Growths on this group of armies, then this is really, really going to be great for him. The problem is that Lobber is at max food, now StarLeague is at 1/3, and we have Blinking up with these Stalkers and start sniping those. Oh my god, sniping those Infestors is really, really great. Where is the feedback? There's the feedbacks on those Infestors. Hitting the front ones that are actually not going to be dying, but now Blinking up on all these Stalkers, and there is GG from StarLeague.